Welcome back. LT Volk here with episode 9 of the Fallout 2 playthrough. In this episode, we're gonna tie up some of the den business and then start traveling east towards Vault City, hopefully in our brand new Chrysalis Motors Highwayman. But first, let's talk to Vic, who says, "Thank you. I'm forever in your debt. What can I do to repay you?"
Tell me where Vault 13 is.
Vault 13? There is a Vault City east of here. I trade there sometimes.
Where did you get this water flask?
Ed's over at Vault City. He's a Brahmin dealer. He was just one of my many suppliers. Vault City not too far from here.
Vault City?
Vault City is east of here. I'll point it out on that map of yours.
Want to go there with me?
I would love to, boss. It's just that you don't look like you have any more room. I'll just head over to Mom's. I haven't been there in a while. Just come get me if you find some room for me.
Whatever.
There you go. Just because my charisma is kinda low, I can only have one companion. So, which is just fine. And here we see a big primitive looking man. And he says, "What you want?"
You're free to go. Metzger's dead.
He dead? Me, thank you. We leave fast. Bye. You friend.
You're welcome. Now get out of here.
And there we go. Gotten 1250 experience, and now the slaves are making their way out. Pretty darn good. Alright, let's go, everybody. You too, Sulik. And they're all heading over this way. Alright, we're gonna talk to Carl. If you recall, he is this drunken guy at Mom's. And he says, "What do you want?" We're just gonna tell Carl about what Joe said. "You mean I can go home? No more ghosts?" Carl breaks down and cries. Boy, nothing like seeing a grown man cry. "Thank you. I can finally go home again." There we go. 500 experience for that. Sounds good. And now we've got quite a bit of equipment that we need to trade in. But I think first we're gonna go and talk to Rebecca, because she should have some monies for us for killing Metzger. So we're just gonna run in here like usual, go into the turn-based mode to run by the kids so they can't steal anything from me. And then go and talk to Rebecca, who says, "Didn't you hear? He's dead." "Oh, I know I shouldn't be happy, but he was a very evil man."
He sure put up a good fight.
"What? You?" "I don't know what to say. He was such an evil man."
A thank you would be enough.
"Oh, a thank you would be enough. I know this isn't right, but here, take this money." And Becky gives us $1,000.
Thank you very much.
And now let's barter and see if she'll take some of the equipment that we got from Metzger's buddies. Nope. She only got the knife and the flour. And if I recall, none of the other vendors had too much money except for Flick, who we're gonna go and talk to right now. I mean, we should have enough cash to get the highwayman fixed now that we got that extra $1,000. But we'll just talk to Flick just in case. Alright, lady, come on. Get out of there. And one of the viewers, Collab1, actually mentioned something in one of the comments for one of the episodes, which involves Flick. And it's a small exploit where you can actually kill him without having any negative consequences, so nobody will get mad, you're not gonna lose karma. And he drops a lot of pretty decent equipment, especially for early game. But since I'm kinda role-playing a decent enough person, it doesn't make sense for my character to kill him. But let's trade! And we already had all of the conversations with him, I'll just trade with him. He doesn't really have too much of the gold either, or coins. Well, that's just fine. Let's see what I need. I think I need the 5.56 ammo, or 223 ammo. Not much difference. 5.56 is a little more powerful. Alrighty, and we'll take a couple of these Desert Eagle rounds, or 44 hollow point rounds. In exchange, you can take this knives, plural, all of these alcohols, and probably a couple of these pistols. There we go. And what else can we give you? That's very inexpensive. We'll give you some of these armor piercing rounds, and you can give me all of the coins that you've got. There we go. That's fair enough for me. So I'm gonna offer it right there. And that's it. Sounds good. Alright, let's go grab that chrysalis. You person, get out of the way. Stop blocking the doorways. Now let's go right through. Alrighty. And we already saved Woody, the ghoul, from his paper mache sarcophagus. Now let's talk to Smitty. He says, "Jumping Jimmy, what can I do for you now?"
Say, old timer, I have this thing here that I picked up in Gecko.
Let old Smitty here take a look at it.
Sure, here it is.
Well, now, that looks to me like it's an old fuel cell controller. I bet if I used that with the old highwayman, I could get her purring like a kitten.
Huh?
Well, you see, I've got this car. A Chrysalis Motors Highwayman. She's a beaut, too. They used to say, nothing can stop a highwayman. Built tough, that's what they were.
Yeah? So what's that got to do with me?
Well, you see, I thought I needed a battery for this, but all I really need is a fuel cell controller. Them things was always going bad on them.
Well, I've got one of those.
That right. Here's the deal. You give me $2,000 and I'll sell you the car. Heck, I'll even install the fuel cell controller for you. Should run good as new. I'll even charge it up with some extra micro fusion power cells I got.
Sounds good to me. Here is the money and the part.
Just take it easy with her.
till she warms up now. Okay, I will. Thanks, Smitty.
And now we'll talk to him again and try to install that other fuel regulator, I believe. And he says,
Hey there. How's that car running for you? Pretty good, Smitty. But I found this part for the car, and I don't know what to do with it. Well, now, that's a fuel cell regulator. That will give you a better mileage per energy cell. I could put that in for you if you had, say, $750 for my trouble.
let me just barter with him and barter some of the equipment for the money I just gave him. And we'll see. Or we'll actually come back. I need to grab some of the guns from Sulik. So I'll just say here,
I'll have to think about it, Smitty. Goodbye for now.
Alright, Sulik, you got some equipment. Give it back to me, please. All of these spears. All of these pistols. Or as many as I can carry. Nope, can't carry that much. How about this much? No? One more. I guess not. I guess I'm pretty much near at my carry capacity. But should be enough to exchange for cash. Alright, here we go. Take 2 of these pistols, 1 of these, and all of the spears. And 1539 coins back. And here you go. Take that. And here I'm just not gonna read through that. I'm gonna read the new option here.
That sounds like a deal, Smitty. Here's the part and the money. There you go. Better than you. Take it easy with her now. I will. Thanks, Smitty. Goodbye.
Now, actually, let's
What you be need?
finish selling some of the items and get the rest of the gold from Smitty. Or coins. I still haven't really looked into what it is. If it's NCR money or what. But that would make sense, right? Alrighty, here we go. Some more equipment that we can exchange for the money and some power cells, because this car runs on energy cells. So, Smitty, here's a combat knife, a Desert Eagle, all of these pistols. And in exchange, you can give me some of these power cells. Wow, those are expensive, huh? Well, that's fine. I'll still take them all. Or maybe 1 stack. Yeah, I'll take 1 stack of them. There we go. And the rest I'll take in gold. And up here, take the knife out and give them some coins back, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Need 29. And offer. And we're ready to go. That's it. Alrighty. So here we're gonna use the highwayman. And we should be able to traverse the area a lot quicker now. So you see, it's like one one day it takes you over much further than you would be able to get on foot. And we have a large pack of golden geckos. Yeah, we'll encounter them and kill them off. And the highwayman usually stays right up there, which is kind of cool, wherever you stop. Alright, let's get a little bit closer and start shooting. Let the shooting begin. 1, 2, and a 3. Reload, and end combat. Now let's get a little bit closer. So one of these geckos aggroes. 1, 2, and killed it. Reload. Yeah, this Magnum pistol is actually a pretty decent weapon. Especially like early on. It's only consumes 3 action points with our fast shooter trait. I forgot what it's called really, but it's the one that allows you to shoot with 1 less AP, but you can only shoot center mass. And after we pick up bonus rate of fire, we'll be able to fire this pistol 5 times in 1 turn, which is pretty darn good. And let's reload and fire on this gecko. 1, 2, there we go. Got it. And these geckos will donate their hides for my future endeavors. There we go. And actually, one thing I do need to drop off. Hold on. Man, one of these geckos kind of fell in such a way that it's... There we go. It was very difficult to grab that belt. And cool thing about the chrysalis is it's got this trunk, which is like pretty much got unlimited space in it. So I'll just drop some of the more heavier items in there. Alright, let's continue driving. And this green line on the left shows how much power your chrysalis has. Let's go talk to the peoples in Modoc. Let's see if the mayor have talked to Carl. And he says, "Thanks again, my friend, for saving our little town."
You're welcome. See you again.
But actually, let's barter first. I'll take some of these 7.62 rounds. And let's see. You can take these. And then you can give me some coins. 172. How about that? Says, yeah, it's a fair offer. Good trade. I concur. And I think we finished up pretty much most of the quests around here. We helped Bess. There is actually one like encounter you can have with Grisham's daughter. But I don't think my character's got high enough charisma to do that. Eventually we might come back to it and just do it. But it's pretty funny. You like end up sleeping with his daughter. And then he barges in the morning, finds you. And if you don't have high enough doctor skill, you get like a shotgun wedding and a forced companion who's, you know, just starts traveling with you. That was pretty darn funny. Alright, let's return to Gecko here. And see what else we can find there. Some more golden geckos. Sure, we'll kill off some more geckos. Why the heck not? Let's get closer. Couple hexes. Maybe another hex. And fire 2 shots at it. 1 and a 2 and back up 1. Sulik runs in, trying to attack it, but missed. Now Sulik is attacking again. Wasn't very successful, unfortunately. Alright, we'll get a little bit closer. Fire on the one we've been shooting at, and then fire on this guy that's closest to us. And move back 1. It did some damage to us. And it looks like Sulik knocked one of the enemies out. Oh no. Reload and back up. We got another one. Or it looks like it was the same one that got up. And Sulik was able to knock it back down. Here is 2. And let's get a little bit closer. It's attacking Sulik. And Sulik is dishing out that damage right back. How much health you got, bruh? 81. Very good. Alright, so we're gonna just get a little bit closer and fire on this guy. And then reload. And Sulik is launching it with its sledge. Or with his sledge, rather. Pronouns are kind of difficult for me. You know, English is not my first language, so... especially if I can't really think ahead of time what I'm gonna say, I kind of get tripped over them. It happens. 1 and a 2. And back up 2. And Sulik was able to kill it off. Alright. Once again, I'll take any and all pelts that these geckos decided to donate to me. And then we'll continue on. And actually might be able to pick up that bonus rate of fire perk. Or is it the next one? I think it's actually the next perk granting level, so level 12. Better criticals is definitely a really good it's perk to pick up, especially this early, and eventually it's gonna be like really good because we'll be able to pick up a sniper perk, which makes every hit a critical hit. So yeah, we'll take the better criticals here. Sounds good. And bank the points as usual. Let's increase doctor skill by a little bit. There we go. And now we're ready to continue on. I'm gonna reload this pistol. And we'll continue traveling to Gecko. And here we're actually gonna pass the time until morning. Alright, sounds good. I think I already talked to all of these people. I don't think we went into the harp yet. So let's go there first. grab some stuff out of the trunk to trade. And then go on into the harp. Tall ghoul with long hair. Let's talk to him. He says,
I am Wuss. What do you want? What do you do here? I run this place. Are you dumb? I sell drinks, trade for things, tell stories, and play tragic. I want to trade. Trade? I'm always ready to trade tragic cards. I've got a couple of old Vox Mobbies, Black Dahlia, and some rare earths. What the hell are you talking about? Are you dumb? Tragic the Gathering is the most habit-forming thing since Jet. What's Jet? Jet's a camp that comes from New Reno. Were you born yesterday, or are you just dumb? Oh, that Jet. Well, sure, I knew about that. Tell me more about this Tragic the Garnering. It's like I was saying, Tragic the Garnering is the game to play. Tell me more about this Tragic the Garnering. Well, Tragic the Garnering isn't just a game. It's an obsession. Not a cologne either. Something that the way it changes a person's life is tragic, but they just don't understand. Uh-huh. No, really. It's wonderful. You should play. Just once. The first box of cards is free. A little something from me to you. Thanks. Hey, these look great.
we tear the wrapping off.
I just love that smell. That's just the first part. Now that you one of us want to play a game. Sure, but you're going to have to show me how. Well, it's simple really. Even someone dumb can understand it. First, you build a play deck out of the cards that you have, and then you... You say you deal to the third player unless it's a Thursday. Okay, I think I got it now. Let's play. I won! Fuck you! You're dumb. I have crushed you. Now I can build an even better deck with your cards. Yeah. You won. Goodbye.
And of course, this is like referencing Magic the Gathering card game and how toxic some of the player base is. But here we go. Let me just barter with him and see what else he's got. He's got just the cards, huh? Alright, well, let's talk about something else.
Tell me about this place. Not much to tell, really. Just a bunch of ghouls clinging tenaciously to the ass end of life. No, I meant, tell me about this bar. Well, the harp's named after a favorite hangout that I used to have before the war. I guess it's just a reminder of times past. Sort of a joke on the only way we're going to get a better deal, too. Before the war? But that was a long time ago. It sure was a long time ago. How do you think ghouls are made? You think some of us just got up one fine day and said to ourselves, gee, I wonder what it would be like to have my flesh rotting off my fucking body? Well, no, I didn't. Say, how do you make a ghoul? With silver bells and cockle shells and... Boy, you're dumb, aren't you? Severe radiation. That's how. How do you think? You know how many bombs go boom, flash of light and heat, flesh burns off, but you don't quite die type severe radiation? Oh, well, I mean, well, I didn't think so. Fuck you very much for bringing back all those intensely painful memories, asshole. We're a town of fucking leftovers. Slightly overcooked leftovers. I prefer medium rare myself. Hey, let me ask you something else. What do you want to know? Tell stories. I've got this great story. It's really funny. You see, there's this head, right? A head. Yeah, it's a head. But it's not attached to a body. You see, it's been severed. A severed head. I see. And this becomes entertaining when? Just hold on a minute. This severed head, you see? It's in hell. And it flies around there, you know, in hell. And it runs into all kind of famous people there. Wait. A severed head is in hell, and it flies around doing what? Well, it's doing stuff. You know, it's got things that it wants to do. Maybe things that it's forced to do. The point is, it's doing stuff, you know? There, in hell. Oh, God. I just can't stand it. You kinda obsess about this, don't you? Were you and your mother close? Did you ever have problems with bedwetting? No. You just don't understand. It's all about a severed head, get it? It's funny. How can you think about a severed head in hell of all places and not laugh? Wooz, I don't know you very well, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to. However, I think I can say, without fear of exaggeration, that you need help. Immediate, competent help. Fuck you. You just like all the rest of them. I tell you, it's a hilariously funny. It's not my fault that you don't have a sense of humor. You're right, Wooz. I guess I'm just not as clever as you are. You're truly a pearl amongst swine. Now tell me something else. What do you want to know? I guess I don't need anything right now. Goodbye. There we go. So, it's a character. Wooz is definitely a character. Very unpleasant character. Alright, let's continue exploring here. I believe there should be a requisition form in here somewheres. And hopefully, yeah, here we go. Part requisition form that we're gonna take. And then we'll check this bookcase right over here. And Big Book of Science. Come on. Alright, where
is Sulik. Sulik, come over and carry stuff for me. Por favor.
What you be needing?
I be needing you to grab things off my hands. Here we go. 45 pounds worth of pelts. So I can go and loot the items. And of course, the requisition form is used to get the parts that will allow us to get free upgrades to some of our weapons. And I think I'm gonna get the night vision for the FNFL and possibly the speed loader for this pistol here. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, what else we got? Alright, that doesn't really do anything. What do we have here? Another ghoul. That doesn't really have much to say. Nothing here. How about right in here? Got box of noodles. Probably the Blamco blend. Blamco mac and cheese. And if you recall, there was another side quest. Let's see, where is it? Gecko. So get this 3-step plasma transformer for Skeeter, and then solve the Gecko power plant problem, because apparently the plant is not optimized and it's leaking some radioactive water into the groundwater. Alright, and here we got Percy Crump, the successful ghoul merchant. And he says, "By gosh and by golly, I just sure can't thank you enough for getting my friend back. Gee willikers, I've got to give you something for your troubles." "What do I get?" "This big old chest of anti-radiation medicine. Sure ain't doing me no good. Just about 100-something years too late for me to use it. Hehehe. Here you go. I'm finding that France is worth more and more every year. I was glad to help you and Woody. Thanks for the meds." Alright, and now Sulik, let's check out and grab some of these belts, like 5 of them. And I'm gonna trade them to Percy for something good, I hope. So here we go. Take all of these pelts, and in exchange, give me a couple of these stim packs, maybe 3, and maybe a stack of these guys as well. And what else? Yeah, no, that's good. And you can take 316 coins back. Here you go. It is a good trade indeed. And now we'll talk to another character that's gonna give us another side quest. And I kinda, as I said, bypassed that in the previous episodes because I just wanted to come back and finish up some of the side quests in the den and get the highwaymen. Yeah. And here we see a very glum-looking human. Let's talk to them as well. And he says, "Hello there. Ever notice that each Brahmin has its own personality? Well, if you watch them as long as I have, you sure notice.
What do you do here?
I guard the Brahmin, or help Skeeter in his workshop.
Who is Skeeter?
Well, Skeeter's sort of a mechanic. He'll take apart almost anything that you bring him. Gets most of them back together too, sooner or later. Sometimes things end up working better than they did before.
Where can I find Skeeter?
Well, he is right here. Just open your eyes and look around a bit. Sheesh.
Oh, thanks. Goodbye.
So it looks like this guy is living in the ghoul settlements, helping him out. So that means ghouls are not too bad. And there is another deck of Tragic. Yeah, I'll take it. And let's check this locker here as well. That's got cheesy poofs. And that's the reference to South Park, early seasons. Alright, let's talk to another ghoul. He appears to be preoccupied. And he says, "Hello there. My name's Gordon. Gordon of Gecko."
Hello, Gordon. I'm Volk. What do you do here?
"I look for opportunities."
Opportunities? Like what?
"I look for ways of maximizing my potential worth."
Sounds like greed to me.
"I am greedy. But most people misunderstand greed. Greed is a powerful driving force. Throughout history, mankind's greatest achievements were driven by men that wanted to better their positions. Driven by greed. Greed, for lack of a better word, is good."
I'll take your word for that, Gordon. But what does greed have to do with Gecko?
So far, not much. But in greed like Gecko's salvation, I have important information about the survival of Gecko, but I can't get anyone to listen to me.
What kind of information?
Well, I've calculated that if our reactor was running properly, we could generate an enormous amount of excess power, far more than Gecko needs.
Yeah, so?
I've also found out from a very reliable source that Vault City cannot expand without additional power.
Vault City can't expand.
Vault City, you see, has enough power for their current needs as long as they are careful. But the Vault power plant that they use was never designed for the increased load their city is putting on it. It's at peak capacity right now. Without more power, they can't expand.
I don't see how that helps you.
Well, if our power plant's working better, we could trade our excess power and technical expertise to Vault City in exchange for medical technology.
And
without more power, Vault City will burn out their reactor within 15 years. If Gecko's reactor isn't repaired, we won't last half that time. Without medical technology, all of our schools are going to die off in the next 20 years anyways. Everyone loses if Vault City and Gecko don't cooperate.
So, you're just a good Samaritan, huh? Somehow, I don't buy that.
Not at all. I've got my end covered. I'd be the natural choice to administer this project. Greed is my driving force, but thousands of lives are saved by it. Greed is good. At least it would be if I could get anyone in Vault City to read my economic data.
I might be able to show the data to someone in Vault City.
Well, I have all the relevant economic data on a disk. You may have it if you promise to show the data to someone in Vault City that can understand and make use of the data it contains. But be discreet with it. Not everyone there will be happy you talk to us ghouls.
Okay, I'll take the disc. I'm sure that I can put it into right hands. Goodbye.
Alrighty. And there we got another side quest that we'll be able to finish off once we get to the Vault City. But for now, let's go to the previous map, enter the power plant, and then grab another requisition form from the foreman. And after that, I'm gonna trade in the forms for some parts and upgrade our weapons. And I think afterwards we'll call it a day. And here we see a ghoul that is standing guard. And he says, "Hello, friend. I have to let you know that if anything goes wrong, any non-ghouls like you are going to be blamed."
I'll be careful. I'm looking for something, and I wonder if you could direct me.
"Oh, well, what did you want to help finding? The reactor control room, the supply room, the robot control room, or the reactor pit?"
The supply room.
The supply room is through the door to the left of the one that you came into the building through. You need to talk to Jeremy in there if you want to get supplies.
Thanks. That's all I need to know. Goodbye.
And now we're just gonna explore the area a little bit. Grab some items. I think some of these like lockers and desks might have some goodies that we can appropriate. But if not, that's quite alright too. But we'll see. Got this bookcase here that doesn't have really anything in it. Hopefully some of these containers and lockers will have something to justify the searching. Alright, what we got here? More cheesy poofs. This one doesn't have anything. Got some more box of noodles. And this guy doesn't have anything either. Alright, so that seemed to be like a personal locker of all the workers here. If you ever worked in the utilities or manufacturing, usually you have like your personal locker where you can keep some food in case you're stuck there for more than one shift. So it's pretty damn accurate to the real life manufacturing and utility management. And doesn't seem like we got anything so far. Dang. How about here? Come on, Papa needs a new skillet. Good job. Yeah, we got the big book of science. Alright, it was definitely worth it. Now I'm just gonna check all of these stables. Another deck of Tragic the Garnering. Some jerky. How about here? Nothing here. Come on, guys, give me another book. Needs it. I wants it. Darn ghoulses. Yeah, I don't think there is anything here. Well, we got the big book of science out of it, which is worth it, I would say. And And now we'll check some more of these containers before we move on to meet the foreman. And try to sweet talk him out of some requisition forms. Yeah, that's the word. The word is the bird, like we like to say in some animated shows. And I don't know what this blue key card does. I don't think it's needed for this particular location. But if I remember correctly, it might be used in the Enclave base. And let's try to open this guy. I think it's locked. Yep, but thankfully we found this yellow pass card. Okie dokie. Let's continue on. And if you've got high enough like stealing skill, you can steal from the guards, and they got a lot of ammunition and some weapons as well. But I'm not really playing like a thieving character in this playthrough. Alright, let's open here. We got a control room with some ghouls controlling the reactor. And here we got a particularly encamped ghoul, who is, I think, the foreman that we're looking for. And looks like he's got a whole bunch of booze in his locker. Alright, let's talk to you. And he says,
What do you want?
I heard that you take care of parts requisitions, and I need one.
You? What do you need one for?
I just need one. Come on, be a pal. Just give me one, okay?
Well, okay.
Here is your part requisition form. I guess you have your reasons for needing it. Thanks. Goodbye.
and the ghoul actually does have more to say, but I think we'll do that after we actually get the part to fix the reactor. Now we'll just head on this away, and I think one of these ghouls here is Jeremy. Maybe... yeah, I think it's this guy that's glowing slightly. Nope. Not this guy. Alright, Jeremy, where are you at? Is this you? Yeah, ghoul with a shaved head. And he says,
Hello there. My name's Jeremy. I'm in charge of the all-powerful supply cabinet here. I keep track of all our stored supplies.
All powerful.
Oh, okay, maybe not all-powerful, but it's pretty damn important. What do you want?
I need something from storage.
Well, if you want something from storage, you need a request authorization form. Do you have one?
Yes, I do. Here it is.
Well, this looks like it, alright. What do you need?
I need a 3-step plasma transformer.
I think I have one right here in the cabinet. Ah, yes, here it is.
Not the latest model, but it will have to do. Thanks. Goodbye.
and now I'll just ask him for another one. And I'll just here say,
I need something from storage.
You're not a friend of Skeeter's, are you? He's always trying to get me to give him valuable supplies. Then he just pulls the stuff apart and breaks it. I wouldn't trust him to fix a toaster.
Skeeter who? I just need to bring this part over to the reactor control room to fix the... Hey, look! Is that a rat over there?
Well, if you want something from storage, you need a request authorization form. Do you have a request authorization form?
Yes, I do. Here it is.
Well, this looks like it, alright. What do you need?
I need a 3-step plasma transformer.
I think I have one right here.
Thanks. Goodbye.
And it's kind of funny. When Skeeter was asking you to grab it for him, you were like, plasma what now? And here you're like, yeah, I know exactly what I need. And it's not the latest model. What are you trying to pull here, Jeremy? Alright, so let's go move this way. And Skeeter, let's talk. Alrighty there, Skeeter, let's trade. And he says, great, you've got my plasma regulator. Thanks. Now, I owe you some free work. What did you want me to work on? I'll tell you how much it would have cost, but this one's already paid for.
Let me see what you can work on.
What do you want me to look at?
It looks as though you could bolt an accessory to this long arm here.
Skeeter studies the long arm and nods slowly. Nothing like having an assault rifle with an expanded magazine. I can fix yours up with one for free. That FN Thal is a good gun. Hey, I got a low light scope for that. It's yours for free.
Attach that low light scope on FN Thal.
Skeeter takes the item and looks it over with a weird gleam in his eye. Well, this is a mite challenging, but I think I can fix this up real nice for you. Just sit tight for a while. Skeeter takes the weapon over to his workbench and locks it in a really big vise.
Okay.
As you wait, you can see Skeeter's back as he works on your weapon. You don't know exactly what he's doing, but that weird chuckle and all the pounding are making you nervous.
Wait.
More pounding and cackling as you wait some more. You whistle tunelessly and make shadow puppets against the back wall of Skeeter's workshop. There you go. You wake suddenly as Skeeter takes your weapon from the workbench. You can see a number of small, shiny metal parts lingering on the bench as Skeeter returns your weapon to you. That should do it, I reckon. Give her a try.
Thanks. Can you upgrade any of my other weapons?
What do you want me to look at?
I have a pistol here, and I was wondering.
Spots your Magnum revolver. I can rig a speed loader on that there Magnum for $2,000.
Maybe I'll come back later on.
Alright, let's see and make sure we still got this plasma transformer, yep. And talk to him now. And now he says the same thing as before, so we'll just ask him about that. Yeah. So I'm just gonna ask him to put that speed loader on the Magnum.
In the voice. Put the speed loader on the Magnum, please.
And Skeeter takes the item and looks it over. And I think it's gonna be the same, yeah, it's same conversation or same description. And that's about it. Yeah, there we go. Now our Magnum has got this speed loader. So reloading it should take only 1 AP, which is pretty darn good. And then our FN FAL that also got upgraded has got this night vision scope. Sounds pretty darn good. And I think it's actually a good spot to end the episode. And on the next episode, we're gonna head down to the Vault City and see what we can find there about Vault 13 and whether we can help resolve this Gecko power plant situation for the ghouls. Alright, well, thank you for watching and hope to see you again soon.